all the minorities, all the movements, all the working class to come together and really build power and really fight against the fascism that's been here, but finally popping its head out and being loud and proud about it. And unless we do something, really come together, it's gonna get real bad.
Sounds good, bitch, but we should have did this November 5th. But might I remind you, you said this.
Vote for, if you want Donald Trump to win, say that. Bitch, I will vote for Satan if I have to. I don't care who we gotta deal with for the next 4 years, as long as you motherfuckers know that you fucked up and you guys are gonna deal with some type of repercussion for what happened for the last 10 months. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that bitch does not win and the Democrat Party loses the election. Fuck you guys.
He said all of this, and then...
Okay, there you have it. Welcome to another episode, everyone. And the Arabs for Trump, excuse me, are very upset, feeling betrayed by Trump, as the headline reads, and are begging black folks for help. This guy's the primary culprit. As you can see, he just said, bitch, I'm voting for Trump. I'll do anything to get Trump in the office and to make sure Kamala loses the election. That was before. But then you see his tone has quickly changed when he says, let's all come together and fight the powers that be. It's F around and find out season.
And he sealed it with a kiss. How do you expect us to come together in unity and form a community when there's no trust? You betrayed us. The black community told you this was going to happen, and rather than listening to us, you silenced us, you harassed us, you doxed us, you dehumanized us. You told us we don't know what genocide is, we don't know what oppression is. Imagine telling somebody who literally had to survive 400 years of slavery that we don't know what oppression and genocide looks like. You think just one day we just woke up and black folks were granted their rights? No, we had to fight for it. And one thing that we learned within that fight is also learning about this thing called harm reduction. We had to learn how to play chess, not checkers, and it literally took us years to get here. And the sad thing about it is the black community tried to give you the play-by-play on how we could help the Palestinian people, but you didn't want to listen to us. You said that we're stupid, we don't know anything about oppression, we're ghetto, hoodlum, genocidal trash. You dehumanized us. Told us that we don't know anything about a country that has literally been disenfranchising us for the last 400 years. And the sad thing about it is, you would not have your civil rights if it wasn't for black people's plight. The only reason why you was even able to protest vote to begin with and throw it away is because of the blood that was spilled by my ancestors. So please get that fucking shit correct. And now y'all got the nerve to knock on the motherfucking door and ask black people, where are you at, black folks? We need you. Well, we needed you too on November 5th. And we told you that if you think that you are going to teach us a lesson, you're gonna fuck around and find out first. Please don't come to black creators. Don't come to black people asking us for shit in this moment. Okay, we only 2 weeks in and we still haven't healed. We still haven't healed, and that brings it back to the dehumanization of it. We put our sweat, tears, and soul into this election, trying to save this nation once again for every other minority and marginalized community to betray us. And then you got the motherfucking nerve to show up to our fucking doorstep and tell us what the fuck to damn do. And we need to get your black ass up and do something. Please be gone with that bullshit. If anything, what y'all should be doing is apologizing to us, trying to gain our trust again, because I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't fucking trust you. In order to build community, there has to be trust there. And you've already gone against the damn grain. You got 2 years to get y'all shit together before the next midterms and gaining black people's trust, because we don't trust y'all asses. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to be on the front lines and being used as a black human shield for people who do not even give a fuck about my existence, and played in our face and told us that they want us to suffer because they were angry. The same people who said that they were our allies when we said, if you vote for Kamala Harris, don't worry about her. The black community will hold her accountable if we elect her. But rather than reaching across the aisles for a compromise, you decide to play in our fucking face and set off a fucking bomb and explosion. And now all of us are dealing with the consequences. So please leave us the fuck alone. Stop harassing us. Remember, we don't know anything about oppression. We don't know anything about organization. We're DEI hires. We're apes. All this anti-black shit that y'all was saying on this TikTok app to black content creators and black people. We remember. Okay, November was number damn 3 months ago. We remember. The North remembers. Why is the onus always on us? Again, black people do something. Black people fix it. Black people organize it. Black people put it together. For us to tear it the fuck apart and then play in your face and claim to quote unquote be allies when all we ever do is lie. Because as soon as the white supremacists come a knocking, we're gonna run and find safety and supremacy and leave your ass out in the cold to fend for yourself. Because again, black person, you're not human. Your life doesn't matter. Even though I have BLM in my bio, I honestly don't think it matters. I'm doing this for clicks and views and get invited to the cookout. Just stop. Why is it that everything that this black woman said has come to pass and it's been less than 2 fucking weeks? Why is it that everybody black was on the same damn time and the same fucking wavelength, but y'all couldn't be? Because again, y'all don't want fucking equality. Y'all want to benefit from white supremacy. And right now, black people are trying to internalize that, grasp that, and try to move differently around y'all because we do not trust anybody but our own in this moment. And can you really fucking blame us? Stitch this, bitch.
So Donald Trump is not proposing an ethnic cleansing in Gaza. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's what it is. He wants the U.S. to take ownership of it, remove the people who are living there by force if needed to Egypt or Jordan. He wants to level it out and rebuild it to what he has called the Riviera of the Middle East. First and foremost, I want to say that this is not a fuck around and find out moment for the Palestinians living in Gaza because they did not fuck around. They could not vote in this past presidential election. They could not go to the polls. They could not cast a mail-in ballot. But for the so-called pro-Palestinian activists who could participate in this past presidential election, are you ready to admit that the people of Gaza are finding out because you fucked around and spread so much misinformation? Y'all went on and on and on demonizing Kamala Harris, calling her a war criminal, saying that she never spoke up for the people of Palestine, saying that she never called for a ceasefire. Did y'all do any fucking research? If you did, you would see that she was one of the first people to push the White House to be more sympathetic towards Palestinians. This article is from December of 2023. Vice President Kamala Harris has been telling colleagues in the administration, namely Joe Biden being among these officials, that she wants the White House to show more concern publicly for the humanitarian damage in Gaza. March of 2024, Kamala Harris calls for a ceasefire in Gaza. July of 2024, Harris says she will not be silent about humanitarian toll in Gaza.
There you go. It's all right there. Kamala Harris was supporting you all. You all thought that Donald Trump was going to come and stop the war. No.
And the reminder that Google is still free. Kamala Harris multiple times called for a ceasefire and a 2-state solution. And I know what y'all are going to say. She only said those things because she was running for president. She wanted to look good. Mind you, the first article I showed you was from December of 2023. But okay, pop off, queen. Y'all didn't want to believe Kamala Harris. Y'all didn't want to listen to her. Who then should we listen to? The people of Gaza? Because the Palestinians in Gaza themselves said that they prefer Kamala Harris over Trump. You call yourself a pro-Palestinian activist and say that you care about the people of Gaza. So tell me why, instead of amplifying their voices, did you speak over them? I need your answer quickly. I think that y'all never thought that Trump was actually going to be reelected. Y'all thought that y'all could get on here, say whatever you wanted about Kamala Harris. She would still win the election, and then y'all could use her as your punching bag for the next 4 years. Y'all did not have a plan for if Trump got reelected, and that's why it is fucking crickets from you bitches now. You can try to maintain that you are innocent, that you played no part in Trump being reelected. I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. Call it a J-Lo concert ticket, bitch. No one is fucking buying it. Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
So a pro-Trump group called Arab Americans for Trump just announced that they will be changing their name to Arab Americans for Peace after Donald Trump proposed taking over Gaza and redeveloping it to turn it into the Riviera of the Middle East. So here's what the group's leader said as to why they are dropping the for Trump from their name and changing it to for peace. Quote, "The talk about what the president wants to do with Gaza, obviously, we're completely opposed to the idea of the transfer of Palestinians from anywhere in historic Palestine. And so we did not want to be behind the curve in terms of pushing for peace because that has been our objective from the very beginning. Yet, if that was your objective from the beginning, then why were you supporting a guy who wanted to enact a Muslim ban and who was so transparently obvious, inciting completely against the Palestinian people. Like, whether or not you supported Kamala Harris was one thing, but there is no denying that she was more benevolent to the Palestinian people than Donald Trump. It's unfortunate that it took Donald Trump saying he wants to level Gaza for this group to realize that supporting Donald Trump may not have been in the best interests of the Palestinian people.
Right quick, you all tell me if you were.
So this is just a situation where everyone is finding out. The Arabs, the Mexicans, the Venezuelans, the Cubans, white women are online crying because they're losing their jobs. They've been fired. Farmers, white farmers, are saying that they regret their vote for Trump. But you all voted for him.
Remember the following.
Vote for Jill, vote for Donald Trump. But do not give a vote to Kamala Harris and expect to be welcomed by my community.
So that.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Do not give a vote to Kamala Harris and expect to be welcomed by my community. That's what she just said. So not only is she telling you who to vote for Trump, she's telling you if you do not, and if you vote for Kamala, you're not welcome over here. Does she have that same tone now? Or does, and who was she referring to? Well, black people, of course. Black people are about to vote for Kamala. So does she want black people in her neighborhoods now? Are we welcome over there now to protest and help you fight? Because everyone is asking for our help. But you just said if we voted for Kamala, and we did, that we wouldn't be welcome over there. Well, we're going to take you up on that.
That was a member of the Muslim American community there in Dearborn, Michigan, who told us if we voted for Kamala Harris, that we were not welcome in their community. And that was because of stances over Gaza, right? Well, yeah, this is going to be kind of awkward. Hold on.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible.
Hold on. He's not finished.
People of the area do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.
So this your man's, right? This your man's here talking about turning a demolition site into the Riviera of the Mideast. And those of us who stood with you, you told us we wouldn't welcome in your community if we didn't vote for your mans here, or Jill Stein, right? Question, where's Jill Stein now? Well, she doesn't seem to be answering the phone right now. And while I will never be okay with the carpet bombing of children, I will say this. If you all need any help in the community you told us we wasn't welcome to, since Jill Stein isn't answering, remember, you can always call Ghostbusters. Questions?
Concept of thoughts and prayers Arabs for Trump, because this is what you voted for. Black folks tried to warn you, but you just wanted.
So there you have it, people. Arabs for Trump. This guy here in particular are asking black people to show up and help them, even though he made it clear in an earlier post that he was voting for Trump, and he would do anything to keep Kamala out of office. These are his words. And now, not long after that post, he is here imploring black people to come together with the other minority groups, stand up against the powers that be. The other lady said, we're not welcome in her community if we vote for Kamala. Now, she too wants black people to come and help. You saw the newspaper clippings from Kamala. She had been supporting them. She had been concerned about the war. Not Trump. He wants to turn it into a demolition site. F around and find out season is in full effect. And with all due respect, we're not coming. Stay safe and stay free, people.